Hello TBJ Beshies! Welcome again to another video, and in this video, this will be a bag review, okay? So it's been a while since I did a bag review. And what is this luxury bag that I'm talking about? It's the Gucci Dionysus bag. Now, if you want to know more about this bag, kung worth it ba siya, and kamusta siya after 1 year, actually more than 1 year of usage, then please keep on watching. Okay, so, quick story time lang, Beshies. Etong bag na to, itong si Gucci Dionysus, ito ata yung first handbag ko na lagpas 100K. I celebrated my 30th birthday in the US. I thought to myself, aside from the trip, I wanted to reward myself with a really big gift. And, of course, always, luxury bag yan for me. And then, I decided to go for, something that's a bit more expensive than what I'd usually get. Because I'd usually get yung mga below 100K lang. Parang for me, it was an exercise also for my my money mindset na feeling ko, okay, paggastusin ko to, babalik yan sa akin. Of course, if gumastos ako ng malaki, I'd be pushed to look for more opportunities. So that's how I treat all my expenses. So every time I go higher, it's like I am exercising my brain to trust more in the universe that I'll get more opportunities to replace what I have spent. So parang ganun siya for me. Weird ko, no? So yun, so that time, talagang sobrang may bag crush ako sa Gucci. Gustong-gusto ko yung aesthetic ng Gucci that time. Parang 70s meets modern, and I really loved it. And yung bag na nagustuhan ko talaga sa kanya was the Gucci Dionysus, this one. So this one, this bag, isa to sa mga pinakasikat na nirelease ni Gucci about 3 or 4 years ago. So when they released their new branding about 3 or 4 years ago, tapos yun yung modern meet 70s. So sobrang sikat sila nun, and this is one of the bags that became really popular. And it's now actually considered one of Gucci's timeless bags. So, binili ko to sa Rodeo Drive sa Los Angeles kasi parang I had this parang bucket list lang na shop in Rodeo Drive. So, na-take off ko na yun. Kasi diba, parang sa mga movies na papanood mo na Rodeo Drive talaga is parang a shopping area, ganon. So, after ko mamili sa Rodeo Drive, nito, wala na. Umuwi na ako sa hotel kasi napakamahal. Mga luxury yung mga nandun. That's just a quick backstory about this bag. And now let's go to the review of this bag. So to si Gucci Dionysus, it was released 3 or 4 years ago, as I mentioned, and this was inspired by the Greek god of wine, who is Dionysus, and ang kanyang Roman god ay Bacchus. Yes, I know my Greek and Roman mythology. And etong emblem in the middle, so yeah, there's a closer look. So that is really the striking and iconic emblem of this bag. And this symbolizes Dionysus' journey dun sa Greek mythology, wherein he was sent by Zeus to cross the river Tigris on a tiger. So that is the story behind this emblem. Kaya dalawa siyang tiger. So ayan, and actually, itong detail na to yung talagang that struck me, and sabi ko, wow, this is a gorgeous bag. And the bag is a combination of canvas and suede leather. Actually, sabi ni Gucci, this is one of their sustainable bags. When they rebranded 3 or 4 years ago, they decided not to go the sustainable route, and that means mixing textile and leather materials. Also, aside from suede leather and monogram, meron din siyang mga metal details, such as the handle, and of course, etong clasp, tapos yung lock niya. So, metal din yan. It comes in wallet on chain, super mini, small, and medium. Actually, this used to be medium. Pero yung small one, they decided to call it mini. Tapos, ito na yung naging small. And the large one, which is taller than this, pero just as long as this small one, is now called the medium. And yung difference lang niya is, meron siyang back pocket na suede. I wanted to go for that kasi mahilig talaga ako sa big bags. However, medyo mabigat na siya. And naisip ko naman that time, parang I wanted a small bag naman. Kasi before this, all my bags are big. So para pag meron akong mga medyo formal events, ang lalaki ng bag ko. So hindi naman maganda tingnan. So I just decided to go for something like this. So this is the classic style. So ito, nag-iiba yung color nito. So there's beige, there's red, and there's also black. So for the classic monogram style, yun yung mga available na colors. But the Dionysus has a lot of variations na. Meron silang all leather with rhinestones. They also have the monogram with patchwork. And they have yung mga all leather lang and mixed leather. And meron na sila ng Dionysus style pero different size na and with a different handle such as bamboo. So tapos na tayo dun sa basic details niya, the history, the sizes, as well as the materials. Dun naman tayo sa price. Okay, so when I got this 2 years ago, 1.5 years ago, this was about $2,190 or $2,200 if I'm not mistaken. So that is about 130,000 pesos. But in the Philippines, this one is also available. It's around 140,000. 139 to 140,000 in the Philippines. So, for this size, tong size small. So, mahal lang ng mga 9,000 pesos dito sa Philippines. So, hindi na rin masama. Well, Gucci goes on a sale naman here in the Philippines. However, I don't think this style will ever go on a sale because this is considered one of their classics and their most popular. Pero worth it naman siya kasi ang ganda talaga ng bag. And yung resale value nito is pretty high among all the Gucci bags because as I mentioned, isa nga to sa mga pinakasikat nila. So, dito naman tayo sa parts of the bag. Alright, so again, this size is small. And yung kanyang dimensions are, so yung kanyang width, this one, etong horizontal na to, is 11 inches. For us, this is called the width and eto yung length. But for them, eto yung width, again, 11 inches. And the depth is 3.5 inches. And the height is 7 inches. So, yun yung dimensions ng small. Actually, malaki-laki na rin siya at marami-rami na rin nalalagay. And, it's an accordion style bag. So, when you pack this bag, pwede siyang ma-flat. And, it can also expand if you need a bit more space. So, yun yung maganda dun sa accordion style ng Dionysus. However, I would not suggest that you flatten it when you pack it because masisira yung itsura ng bag and yung shape niya because you have to be reminded this is still leather and the problem with leather is if it stays in a certain position for a long time, it tends to either lose its shape or to get deformed, especially if it's in a bad position. So tip ko lang yan, beshi, sa mga handbags. And the strap is made of parang antique brushed silver leather. Actually, kind of looks like the ruthenium hardware of the Chanel Le Boy bag. And yun yung nagustuhan ko sa kanya. Actually, bagay siya sa kahit anong suot. And yung matte brushed na ruthenium material, parang even if it's parang kind of on the silver side, it doesn't really clash with my skin tone kasi warm pa rin naman siya. Kasi ang silver sa akin hindi maganda tingnan. So, kung silver to, I would think twice. But since parang may pagka-brushed ruthenium siya, perfect siya for me. So, the chain is called the sliding chain because you can use it as a double strap para shoulder bag siya. Or you can use it as parang, a long shoulder bag. So, yung drop nitong chain from, if you're holding it like this, is 15 inches. So, yun yung drop nito. If susuotin mo siya na shoulder bag talaga or aka the kilikili bag, it's 8.5 yung drop niya. Alright, so let's now go to the inside of the bag. Okay, sa labas, wala naman tayo masyado masasabi. Nasabi ko na. So, ito yung likod niya. It's monogram. May pagka-waterproof naman yung material nito. However, careful sa stains because this is monogram and may pagka-light colored and it's not coated. So, yung mga sauces, ano pa ba, and makeup can get through this. And since textured yung material niya, besh, pag namansyahan yan, you might have a hard time removing it or you might have to have it professionally clean. So, ingat na lang doon. Pag kumakain talaga ako, nilalayo ko talaga to. Because this is not like Louis Vuitton, yung canvas ni LV na it's coated. So, if mapatakan siya ng sauce or ng ano ba, ng makeup, pwede mong burahin eh. But this one, as in talagang yan na siya. Pwedeng pumasok yun sa singit-singit nung material, mahirapan ka tanggalin, or worse, hindi na matanggal. So, ingat lang. And actually, Beshies, hindi nyo lang napapansin, yung ilalim niya, may stain na to eh, from my pair of jeans. Ayan, dito. Hindi lang pansin. Kasi, in-erase ko talaga ng eraser yan. Bago yung True Religion jeans ko, nagbi-bleed siya ng malala. So, I put this on top of the jeans. Tapos, nung bababa na ako ng car, napansin ko, meron siyang stain. So, hassle na hassle ako kasi parang I just got back from the US for 2 days. Tapos parang sira na agad yung bag. So, yun. But, I found some tips online on how to remove dye stains on suede bags. Not really remove, but minimize. Kasi meron pa rin onte. Pero sobrang na-minimize na siya significantly to a point na hindi na halata. So, ginawa ko naman yon and okay na. Medyo bearable na siya for me. But anyway, so going back, so yun lang yung problema with the suede leather is dumihin siya. And then, when I bought this talaga, hindi ganun kapantay yung suede niya. So, parang may side na darker, may side na lighter. I guess, this is the part that people always touch. And also, kita nyo, parang may white thing. That is because of the chain. So, yun yung mga problema lang with suede leather. Ayan, also this one, oh. Nagkaroon siya ng parang mark because of this, yung metal button. So, yun lang yung problema is parang nagkakaroon ng markings yung leather. So, it's one thing you have to accept. Actually, tumingin ako ng mga bagong stocks nung binibili ko to. Ito na talaga yung best. But anyway, with suede leather naman, ayun lang siya. Parang pwede mong gawing dark, pwede mong gawing light. So, kung feeling mo madumi na, brush mo lang siya on one side para maging dark. Tapos, kung malinis-linis siya, ayan, i-brush mo lang dun para, sa kabila para maging white. So, yun naman siya. So, yung parts niya are, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 pockets on the inside. So, this is the first pocket. So, it's just parang a slim pocket that can only fit, siguro, a tissue, your receipts, parking ticket. So, yun. But me, I put here the control card ng Gucci. So, dito ko lang siya nilalagay. Ayan. And actually, wala akong masyadong nilalagay dito because this flap, parang medyo obtrusive siya for me na, alam mo yun, parang effort. And at the same time, parang it's one of the bags and one of the pockets na parang na-miss mo and hindi mo napapansin. So, ganun siya. And besides, parang everything I need naman fits on the inside. So, I don't feel the need to use this. So, meron siyang 3 pockets on the inside. Yung problem lang here, again, is yung inside niya is lined na with suede. So, this one is suede. Yung labas nito is suede. Tapos, ito suede din. Yung monogram lang is the bottom. And also, yung inside pocket, yung zippered pocket, the inside is monogram. Now, again, as I mentioned, suede can be a bit hard to maintain. And, ayun, pag na-stain talaga yung bag, mahirap na siya tanggalin on suede leather. It's actually one of the reasons that made me think twice before getting the bag is because I knew that suede is pretty hard to maintain. But I can't help it. The bag is so beautiful talaga. And as much as possible, I don't bring pens. Even with my other bags, hindi ako nagdadala ng ballpen kasi mahirap na pag nag-jebs yung, yung ballpen, di ba? Mahirap magtanggal ng ink. But so far, after 1 year, wala pa naman siyang stains or and whatsoever. But then again, medyo maingat nga ako when I'm using this. Actually, dapat lahat talaga ng luxury bags din, medyo maingat yung gamit ninyo. Kasi syempre, mahal siya. And of course, para you can sell it pa at a good price, kung hindi mo na siya type at gusto mong bumili ng bago and you wanna let go, you know, some bags. Malinis pa naman siya and okay pa naman siya. Tapos on this part, meron lang siyang leather tag. So this is the brand's tag and meron pang smaller tag underneath na silk tag. So that is the control number. Actually, yun lang yung talagang inside niya. It's very simple and very straightforward. And then marami rin talaga nalalagay. So that's why okay siya. However, pag marami ka nalagay, medyo bumibigat siya. But dito na tayo sa user-friendliness ng bag. Is this bag user-friendly? Now for me, it's around 70% user-friendly. The 30%, why is that bad? Well, it's not really bad. It's more of the material lang, the weight, and some other aspects of the bag. So, well, one, as I mentioned, suede siya. So, medyo mahirap i-maintain, as I mentioned. Number two is, of course, since it is a very elaborate bag and marami siyang metal trimmings, it has a tendency to be heavy. And at the same time, as I mentioned, since yung material niya is not coated, it can be stained easily and for life. And since this is a pretty structured bag, there's no room for you to flatten it if you want to, let's say, protect it. Let's say if you're commuting or to shield from the rain. Kasi there are some soft bags na nasa-squish mo talaga. This one hindi. Problem pa with this is if you're pretty careless, yung pag papasok ko ng door, you're not really careful, tapos you always bump your stuff on the sides. So yun, may tendency na for you to damage this a bit because yun nga, it's very structured. I don't know if you can see it, pero meron na siyang little crack dun sa parang sa side. Anong tawag dito? Piping niya. Basta parang nahulog ko to one time and nagka-chip. But, you know, it's not really noticeable unless I stare at it. So, those I mentioned, those are the things that, you know, contribute to the 30%, the negative 30%. But generally, okay naman yung experience ko sa kanya. Very user-friendly because kahit structured siya, it's compact, it's small, and given the size, marami siyang nalalagay because, as I mentioned, it's a bit expandable. Yung problem lang nito is, yun nga, medyo mabigat to. But, wag mo lang bigatan yung dadalin mo, okay na siya. And also, problem ko lang with this bag is pag dinadala ko siya, ayan o, since medyo madulas talaga ang chain, pag naka-rest kang ganyan, gugulong yan ng ganyan. Mas mahuhulog siya. And it's the same thing if you carry it na parang ng double strap. So, yung ginagawa ko na lang is, para hindi siya mahulog, I put my hand here, tapos I kinda swing it to the side na lang. Ayan, parang nakaganyan. Para hindi mahulog yung chain. So, parang may onting pull because of the position. So, yun. Yun lang din yung isa sa hindi maganda dito sa bag na to. As in, nagsaslide yung chain. But so far, it's not super irritating naman. I mean, I've found a way to get around that. And if you're shorter, and maikli yung torso mo, baka kaya mo pa nga itong crossbody. So, yun. And generally, okay naman siya. And yun, marami talagang nalalagay. Parang nagkasya na yung life ko dito. And I also love this bag because this is my first small bag for everyday. I was really hesitant to get this because it was, you know, really small for me, considering the bags that, you know, I was bringing on a daily basis before. But this bag, you know, really forced me to downsize. And it actually taught me that I don't really need so much on a daily basis. My back doesn't need to ache because I'm bringing my entire room. And it made me realize that at least 70% of what I bring, I do not really use. So this one talagang, you know, dala ko ng lahat ng kailangan ko. And yung mga kailangan ko pala, kaya pang lumiit. So, yun yung na-realize ko sa kanya. Okay, so now, let's now go to what fits in this bag. Ito lang kung ano yung pwede nyong ilagay sa loob. And first is my small wallet. So, this is the Prada Saffiano wallet. So, yan, lalagay ko yan dito. Louis Vuitton card holder. So, dito lahat ng credit cards ko. And also, mga driver's license, ganon. Yung mga mabilis kunin. So, dito ko rin yan nilalagay. Ayan. Next is my Beside You pouch. So, ito yung parang star pouch ko. It's square. Perfect to. I love this. Parang cube makeup kit. Kasi sobrang space saving. And yung laman nito, pakita ko lang sa inyo. So, I have here a face powder, some medicine like Claritin, and I have a small Benefit Benetint, yung travel size, and an inhaler. Tapos, oil control film. So, yun na lang yung dala kong makeup lately kasi hindi naman tayo nagmamask. So, yan siya. And I put this here. Ayan, dyan ko siya nilalagay. Other one is my Mipao power bank. I love this because this is so space saving also. It's square. Actually, since I don't put a lot in here and there's still space here, I sometimes put na my power bank in my makeup kit. So, yan. Para mas makasave pa lalo ng space. Tapos, ilalagay ko siya dito. So, as you can see, medyo puno na yung likod. But, you know, there's still space for something like something na vertical, pahaba, like a perfume or something. So, I have here my Muji clear pouch and my iPhone cord. So, dito ko na yan nilalagay sa center pouch. Wet wipes, bilang kailangan nating maglinis ng kamay parati. And sometimes, walang water or walang sabon. So, ayan, dapat may wet wipes tayo. So, diyan ko nilalagay sa gitna. And then next, dito na tayo sa harap. Wala pa tayong nalalagay sa harap. So, that part, actually, it depends on what I want to bring. So, this one, I have a sanitizer. So, as I mentioned, meron pa tayong part dito. So, pwede ko pa siya ilagay sa dyan, in the middle. So, yan siya. Ito. I can put a pair of shades. For example, my Gentle Monster shades. Pag yan yung nilagay ko, actually, puno na siya. I don't really bring this. So, what I did was, I bought a sunglass pouch set from Shopee for all my sunglasses. So, dito ko nilagay yung Gentle Monster ko na shades. Dito ko siya ilalagay sa center. And next is my iPhone 7 Plus. So, pwede ko pa yan ilagay dito. Ayan. So, this is what fits. Actually, ang dami pa, besh. Hindi nyo lang nakikita, pero may space pa dito. May space pa dito sa harap. Iba yun yung iPhone. So, I can actually put pa some receipts in there. Probably a small notebook. Ano pa, another perfume bottle. Pwede rin maglagay ng camera dito. However, you can't bring this one na. Kasi yung mga cameras medyo makakapal, diba? So, I'm using my camera. So, obviously, I can't put it here. So, I'll just use my pouch. The pouch I use for the camera. So, I'll put this here. So, kita nyo naman, kasya siya besh. Pero kakapal na to. As in. And just lock it. Like that. And kung open mo siya, pupush mo lang tong button sa side. I think a lot of you are, you know, really looking forward to this part. And that is, how is this bag after 1 year of usage? Okay, so I've been using this for 1.5 years. Pretty much on and off. And I haven't used it for a long time noong 2020 because nga ng pandemic. So, ba't naman tayo magbabag ng ganito kung pupunta lang sa grocery, di ba? So, I would say na I've used this for a total of about 30 times lang since 2019. Around 30 to 40 times. So, that's my estimate. Because I've been using this a lot lately na since June of last year. And I would say na this bag has held up pretty well. Now, I don't really baby this bag precisely because I know na it's monogram, so it doesn't really require a lot of care and attention. But I still take care of it, you know. Hindi naman yung sobrang tinatapon-tapon ko lang siya. Iniingatan ko pa rin, but not too much. Minsan, pag nagmamadali ako, yung lalabas akong pinto, nababangga siya lagi. Tapos sometimes I overstuff this. Sometimes, you know, I flatten this on my on my side. Tapos minsan talagang, alam mo yung ganun talaga type ng gamit. Minsan nagaganon ko siya. And so far, shape is still, you know, intact. And the bag, surprisingly, still looks really good and, you know, almost new. Pina-assess ko nga to actually sa isang bag seller. Sabi niya, yung bag is around 9/10 pa. So, it's as good as new. Talagang kahit parang 1 year na siya, maganda pa rin and mukha pa rin bago. However, you'd see like a little wear na especially on the suede part. So, yun lang talaga yung jahe sa suede. I think at least 97% of the bag is still okay. This is really the part that, you know, worried me and I thought, baka after a year, medyo mangalawang na siya or what. Hindi, Beshies. Hindi siya nangangalawang. And especially this. Because this is the part that, you know, I always hold and comes into contact with, you know, with my sweat, my natural oil. So, yun. Dito ako nag-worry. And so far, the good thing about this, hindi siya nag-tarnish ever. And you know, the good thing pa about the metal handle, hindi siya amoy kalawang, as in. Hindi siya nangangamoy alam mo yung strong odor of metal. Wala siyang ganun. When it comes to daily usage, hindi naman ako naaasar sa kanya because, you know, I've kinda adjusted to it already. I hope you enjoyed this bag review. And ipapakita ko lang sa inyo yung itsura nito pag suot. So that's it for this review of the Gucci Dionysus bag in small. I hope you liked it and I hope you found this useful, especially if you are looking at investing in this bag. Please share this video if you like it. Like this video if you like it. And don't forget to follow me on my social media accounts. Visit my blog. Thank you again, Beshies, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!